Hello everyone, I'm Braethorn, and I hope you enjoyed the stock Adobe intro. Welcome to System Integrators Weekly, a new show where I scour the system integrators of the internet to find out who actually has GPUs in stock. Because, as we all know, aside from crypto miners and scalpers, they're the only ones who can get their hands on these things reliably. So, it's my job to help you find the best pre-built retailer for, well, you know what? Maybe not the best for your needs, but the least worst for your needs. So, before we start though, disclaimer, okay? All the research for this was done at the time of writing, and prices and availability both change pretty much daily. Trust me. So let's get into it. Oh, I only have one camera. Okay, so let's start off with iBUYPOWER. So, according to iBUYPOWER's website, every GPU has a 3 to 6 week lead time except AMD RX 580s and NVIDIA RTX 3090s. So you don't want the former, and you don't necessarily need the latter, unless you have very deep pockets. I would just sort of move on to the next. Though the RX 580 is not a bad card, to be honest. But moving on. Next, we have one of the newer contenders, Build Redux. They've got a pretty good reputation that they're building for good build quality, good cable management. And guess what? Now they're coming in with that availability. They have 1650s, 1660s, 2060 Ti's. 2060 Ti's? Is that a thing? Anyway. And 3070s in stock. However, the way that Build Redux works is that they show you the price for each individual part and then add it all together. And they're essentially showing that they're charging far above MSRP for these graphics cards, which admittedly most system integrators are charging some above MSRP, but honestly, $718 for a 3060 Ti, that was supposed to be an original MSRP of $399. So that's almost double, more like scalper Redux, right? I would say look elsewhere unless absolutely necessary, but yeah, good build quality and good service from them, from what I understand. Next, we have NZXT BLD. So while we know they don't have vowels in stock, what they do offer is a confusing configurator that will just change the build as it sees fit as you go along. It appears that they have a build that comes with a 3060 for an AMD platform, but when you go to upgrade it to the one upgrade option that's there, which is the EVGA GeForce RTX 3070 for the Win 3 Ultra Gaming. For an additional $230, it then switches you to an Intel system. It's bizarre and weird. So, use that site with caution. Just make sure that before you check out, before you purchase anything, that first off, you're not getting it in a case that will spontaneously combust. Those are all recalled. You're fine. And that you're getting the exact parts that you planned on to start with. Okay. Next, we have Digital Storm. Yeah, they've got cards. No, you can't afford them. Neither can I. Guess what? We'll live. So next, we're moving on to some lesser known and newer system integrators. Starting with Letters Tech, VRLA Tech. Starting with VRLA Tech, which actually was more, they built more enterprise solutions, you know, workstations and servers and such, but then they started to venture into gaming PCs. So the problem with this site, as far as I could find, which I'm no slouch when it comes to browsing a website, the builds aren't necessarily very configurable. I saw one build that was about $1,700 and it's an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X and a B450 motherboard, but you get a 3070 of some brand and type and form. They don't really tell you with most of these. So if that's worth it to you, go for it. If you're just going to maybe pull the 3070, sell the system with your old card, that's a thing people do. And it sometimes works out, not every time. But if you feel like doing that, go for it. You could do worse. You could potentially do better. I don't know. Was I supposed to come off as an authority on these things? I had the idea for this video like an hour and a half ago and just did my research. You know what? I'm going to do better next time. This is just the start. That's okay. Next up, we've got CLX, and I'm not saying that they're new to this. They're new to me. Well, not really. See, I would see advertisements on Instagram and Facebook from these guys, and it's a little bit cringy, if I'm being honest. A little off-putting for me, because when you go through the advertisement, the website was a mess. But it's not a crime to advertise. That's sort of a prerogative. If you're a business, you need to get customers. So I get that. So I took a look at their website, and there's a lot of options there. And some nice looking systems, but honestly, I can't really vouch for the airflow on the weird cases that they push, the proprietary cases, and I can't vouch for the build quality because I haven't really seen many reviews on these. They're probably out there. I'll probably search that after this, but I haven't yet, so I don't know. Also, you won't get anything with the 30 series NVIDIA card for less than $1,700 to $1,800. That is some kind of magic number. I don't know why. But you start to creep up into well over $2,000 very easily once you switch to like a 3070 from the 3060. It's expensive, but these are all expensive. I mean, if you're going to be getting anything that's current gen, and yes, I'm calling the 30 series current gen because it's what it is. We've had them for what? We've had them since September. That's current gen. If you're not trying to get anything that's a 20 series or like a 1660 Ti, you're going to spend anywhere from $1,800 to well over $2,000, and as much as you want over that. You and I know that a lot of us got our stimulus checks. Guess what? They know it too. I'm not going to be too forgiving on the price. That's what's going to happen. So, on to the winner for this week, more or less. The dubious honor goes to CyberPowerPC.
Wait, what? Are you guys seeing this? If you Google CyberPowerPC and click on the first link, it takes you to NZXT BLD. Oh my god, that is evil genius. Oh. Okay. Anyway.
So CyberPowerPC has a daily deal, which it's a daily deal. So if you're watching this, say for instance, tomorrow, that's yesterday for you, but today for me. So the daily deal for today would be yesterday's daily deal for you tomorrow. Anyway, you can go to the website and see what the daily deal is. I'm getting confused.
Okay. The daily deal today is a $2,095 Intel system with an 11700KF processor with a 3060 Ti. Now, for $34 more, you can get the 10900K 10-core 20-thread beast. Get rid of the 120mm AIO. Grab yourself for $30 more a 360mm AIO. The motherboard is not bad at all. It has AC Wi-Fi built in, 2.5 gigabit LAN, plenty of the fun features that you want. It's on sale too, so that's cutting back the price a bit. Looking at the RAM, you're probably going to want more RAM. I would go with the 32 gigabytes of RAM just because the processor will want it. And you're looking at that, about a $120 upgrade, but not too shabby. Now, unfortunately, that very 3060 Ti is on back order. So switch down to a 3060, which will take $115 right off the price. So you saved a lot of that money off the RAM. Yes, it's a slower card, but it has more VRAM, so you can make your determination there. I mean, your other option is going with a 3090 or with 1660 Super for $215 less. There's also the Radeon RX 6700 XT for an additional $111. That's a good card. Then you may want to consider upping your power supply, and you can get a 750 watt Thermaltake Tough Power. It comes with a 500 gigabyte NVMe drive and a 4 terabyte SATA 3 hard drive. Not bad at all. That's actually quite a bit of storage. And 500 gigs is quite good for an operating system drive. You can also switch over to a 1 terabyte gigabyte Aorus PCIe Gen 4 NVMe drive and remove $31, and then add on a 2 terabyte SATA 3 drive for mass storage. And there you go. There's a build that you can get right now. And tomorrow there'll be a different one, and you can mess around with it in the same way.
And they also, more importantly, have the entire lineup, as it appears on the website. They have the entire lineup of the 5000 series Ryzen processors. Now, one thing though, with pretty much any one of these system integrators, be sure to upgrade to a case with better airflow. If you see mesh on the front, you're usually good, okay? And you're gonna want the AIO upgraded from the 120mm AIO that they include with this, especially if you're going with a 5000 series processor. 3600, you're fine with the 120mm AIO. Yeah, but you're gonna want more if you're going with the 5000 series. So that does it for today and for this week. I don't know if this is something I'm going to do every week. I hope so. It's in the name of the show. Now, if you have any questions about the random information I just threw out at you, you know what? Let me know in the comments. If this is something you want me to continue to do every week, let me know in the comments so that when you get your money ready and you're ready to buy a pre-built system and you want to know the best place to do it and you want a little bit of information to point in the right direction, I'll be here. Just let me know if that's something you want, and be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss my future updates, because this is not all I do. I've got some really big stuff coming up. Now, also, if you have questions, you can just join the Discord. The link will be, it should be in the description. I haven't written it yet. I'll probably put it in the description. Link to join the Discord is gonna be down there. I have a whole channel just for asking me tech questions, and I do my best to answer them. Or someone else that's helpful in the Discord will answer them. We got some smart cookies there. And you can always just hop in the stream too, because I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Brayathorn, every Sunday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Yeah, more or less. I work a lot of hours. But you catch me there, ask questions, hang out. It's a good time. That's it for this week. Until next week, take care. See you then.